If for some reason you have been living under a rock and you haven't heard of the Coty Airspun Face Powder, let's talk about it. I have two here. This one is translucent and this one is translucent extra coverage. And they did just come out with a talc-free option, but just for the sake of this video, these two are the original formula and they do contain talc. This has been around since 1935 and it comes with 2.3 fluid ounces, so there's a lot of product in here. It is a very loose powder, so it can get a little bit messy, as you can see. It also has this really nostalgic, sweet baby powder scent that I really like. It does come with its own applicator, but I typically use this beauty blender or one of my makeup brushes, which if you're a beginner makeup artist and you're looking for brushes, this set by BS Small is super awesome because it comes with like literally everything you could possibly need as a beginner. And I saw a lot of comments from my brown girlies asking if this would work on them, and I can't answer that because I am as pale as the snow. But I do have this contour stick by Wet n Wild, so I thought I would make two little patches on my arm, and then maybe we can see how the powder looks on top. So I'm going to be using this to set my under eye with my sponge, and on this side of my face I'm using the translucent coverage, and I'm just going to kind of set it there and leave it there to keep my concealer in place. And then on this side of my face I'm going to use the other more extra coverage option, so you can kind of see the difference, and I'm just going to let both of those sit. While these are sitting, let's go ahead and see how they look on each of these. So I'm going to use the extra coverage on this side and the translucent coverage right here. So here is the extra coverage. I'm going to leave a little bit like alone. So we'll leave that there just for a second. Then I'm taking translucent and putting it on this part. So we'll let those sit for just a second, and in a minute we'll brush it off. So now let's go ahead and brush it off. And I also just like to brush it onto the rest of my face. You can see it's pretty mattifying, and it's probably hard to tell the difference on camera, but I do feel like this side has a little bit more of a blur going on versus this side, which seems a little bit more natural. You can still see some of the errors on my face. I also like to use it like on the top of my eyelid just to kind of set the crease. I'll do that with my finger or one of these little brushes. Kind of just smooths it all out. Okay, now for our splotches, I'm just going to kind of wipe them. I do see a difference in where the powder is and how much coverage is there. In my opinion,